What is up, everybody? My name is Andrew, and welcome back to Space Engineers Survival 2024. This is episode number 24, and we're in space again. Last episode, we took off from our main base over there on Europa, and we flew all the way to space, and here we are. We have this nice little mining outpost for... oh, my energy's low, apparently. Nice little mining outpost for some ice, and we have a uranium area spotted over there. So in this episode, we're gonna beef up this stuff a little bit. I wanna get this to be a nicer sort of outpost where it becomes sort of like an actual mining outpost, or like a refueling outpost where anything can come over here and refuel if needed. And then I also want to build up the little uranium area over there. I think I'm going to build something very similar to this, as well as a small little outpost that can do a little bit of the uranium refining on site. I think that would be a really cool project to set up. So we're going to try and do that stuff in this episode, and then hopefully by the end of this episode, maybe we'll fly back down to the planet. I don't know if we'll do that this episode, or maybe we'll do that next episode. We'll find out later. But let's start with something I want to do on this base, which is going to be setting up a little habitat right here. I want a little room where I can pretty much, you know, sleep. Let me get some steel plates. So just kind of a little pressurized area. It won't be too big. And in fact, later we're going to change up this stuff as well. We're going to move the O2H2 generator probably from here to here maybe. And we're probably going to change this up so it goes back and down into where our little ice processing area is going to be over here. So yeah, we'll change up a little bit of that. For now, though, I am going to need a couple of steel plates there, so let me grab a couple of those, and we'll get to work over here. So a little habitat right here will be pretty nice. So I'm thinking something like, maybe we'll get some small ones right here, going out like that, and then we'll have a big set of blocks right here, and it's probably not going to be that big, maybe about that big right there, like that. We will go around, maybe make it like that size, 3, 4... and then back in like that. That's gonna be just a tiny little habitat. We can put like a bed, a little room. Maybe we'll move our survival kit to be over there. I don't know. Maybe not. We'll figure out what we want to do with this area. But I like that it kind of goes up off the edge right here, which is gonna look kind of cool if we stick a window right there. You'll be able to see the entire Earth planet over there. So that's a very cool position for this room to be in. I'm gonna go fill up my energy before I forget, because that is something that I absolutely will forget to do. There we go, we're full up. Let me grab a couple more steel plates and maybe some interior plates. I'm gonna put a couple more steel plates on production as well, because we're actually running a little bit low. But over for this thing, do I want it to be this big? Actually, you know what? I think I like this better. So you know what? I'm gonna do it like this. We're gonna have a thin set of blocks all the way around the outside over here. So we'll have a little catwalk going around. And then this we can remove. Or actually, you know what would look better? I'm gonna do something like this, because I think this would look better right here if we had these. I think something like that's gonna look pretty nice. And then we'll put catwalks on the top up here so that you can actually walk around the entire thing. And then we have basically our little pillars right there, which go down into the rock. And yes, it's gonna look cool. All right, I think I like this. The only thing is we're gonna need a pretty beefy airlock to go into here. So we could technically start it on this block right here if we wanted to. That wouldn't be that bad, but I think I wanna start it back here. The only problem with starting it back here is it means that I'm basically gonna need, let's just set an offset one right here. It's gonna be a very tiny airlock, but it'll go into this larger room. All right, so in the back over here, we're gonna put some windows. So the room's gonna be only about this big here. So we can have one large window on the outside maybe, something like this. I think I'm gonna do the windows like this actually. So I brought them forward one and use these curved blocks right here instead of the little window I had. And now you can see the entire planet if you go all the way to the edge. So I think I like that a lot better than what I had before. Here, I'm still gonna have to figure out what to do though. I could use these curved blocks, these round armor slopes, which I don't use very often, but they would fit here. And then I might curve in the corners like this. So I think that looks good. There we go. I think that's a pretty decent room. We got windows pretty much everywhere, so you can see a lot of the stuff. You can't really see very well over there. And seeing that planet's going to be a little difficult without a sky roof, but I think I'm fine with that, because you can always go outside if you want to see the main planet there. Only thing is I need to actually find places to put stuff, like a med bay, if we're going to have one. If we had a med bay, this would be a perfect corner, I think. I think we will actually go ahead and toss a med bay there. I don't know when we're going to build it, but having one there is like perfect, because we have a little spot here for that. We have the little med bay bit right here. And if we have to respawn here, we'll respawn right there. So that is a good location, I think. And maybe then we'll just remove a window from this side and instead have like normal stuff here. All right, I've been doing a little bit of interior designing, and I think I'm happy where I have things so far. I've got a little entertainment stuff. I guess I should probably only show this once I've got it built up and stuff, but yeah, actually that's what I'll do. I've got a little bit more interior designing I need to do on this side over here, but we're getting there. I think maybe I need to start welding some of this stuff up, because this section right here we don't really need to weld up, but this section right here I think will probably need to be welded up for this to look good. So let's start getting a lot of steel plates. How many? Okay, so we are running out of iron. We might have to go for another iron mission, or we might have to make a tiny little drill ship to go and grab iron from. Turn my signals off from our little iron area. So for now, let's just build a bunch of steel plates. Oh wait, no, I lied. Actually, we have a lot more iron than I thought we did. It's all in the basic assembler. Okay, so we can make a lot more steel plates than I had thought, and we will need them for sure. How's our battery doing, by the way? It doesn't look like it's doing too well. Fully depleted in 8 hours. Okay, I'm fine with that. We're so far getting power. I guess I should probably try and build up a couple more of these then, if we're depleted in 8 hours. I don't think I can build that stuff because I don't have a lot of silicon. So really what I need to do is grab silicon and iron. The good thing about silicon is we have some over by the uranium. How hard would it be to turn this guy into a drill temporarily? Probably not too hard since we have this right here. So I'm thinking if I can do something like that, and then put a drill on the front. Or maybe even not this one. Oh no, I guess I need that one because I've got that right there. Stick a drill right on the front like that. All right, there is the drill. There's one of those. And I think we're just missing one more motor, which we should be able to get. There we go. And there's our last motor. Okay, so now that makes this a whole lot easier because now I can go over here, go to block tools and stick a drill. I'm actually going to disconnect from this before I do that. Boop. And now stick a drill on the front right here so that I can use this as a drilling ship. And it won't be too efficient because it's only got the one drill, but it should fill these containers rather quickly. So let's go and grab some silicon because that's what we're missing right now. So we're going to orient ourselves over to the silicon and we're going to fly on over there. And I guess, you know, while we're over there, we should bring a couple steel plates with us because we do want to turn that into an outpost eventually. So I'll grab all these steel plates. I don't know if I need all of them, that many, but whatever. We'll grab all those and we'll bring them on over with us. Okay, we actually don't have a lot of power, but it'll be fine. In fact, you know what? We don't have some. We have so little power that what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my ion and turn all these off. There we go. So now we're only using hydrogen. It's going to give us a lot more power, and it's going to work a lot better. We have a Spirit of Le Monde off our left side there. Be careful. Okay, I'm going to clock us over here at 100 meters per second, and we're going to let it ride just with that. That'll get us there. Might take a second, but it'll be fine. I wonder what's on that asteroid over there. I don't think I visited that one, but I see a little bit of iron. It's actually kind of close too. But maybe I shouldn't with the amount of power we have over here. All right, here we are coming in with the silicon right there. I see the uranium marker as well popping up, which I don't know why it's popping up from so far away, but whatever. Okay, this thing looks a little bit funny, but I think that it'll work. All right, let's get started with a little bit of silicon over here. We'll get, we might even get a full thing full of silicon. I don't know. I think that's probably not a bad idea. Save us another trip back when next time we need to go. All right, we've been only drilling for a few seconds, but we've already got a decent sized hole right there of stuff we've drilled out. So I wonder how much we have on board over here. Looks like we have 18K silicon, which is actually a pretty decent amount. I still have my uranium in here. I should have probably emptied it before I went out for the silicon. All right, that might be good. Let's go ahead and check what we have. 27K silicon plus, I think that's probably it. Am I okay with that? 27K, we filled up this one container here. You know what? I think I am okay with that, actually. We don't need any more than this. So let's head on over to the uranium. That's where I want to build that tiny little outpost. So I just want to get it started. We're not going to do really much with it, but we're at least going to get it positioned. Our upward thrust is not doing a lot of work, is it? We only have one upward facing thruster here. So I guess we're gonna have to turn if we wanna stop ourselves from going up like that. Now, of course, the uranium we're going after is gonna be on the dark side of the asteroid, which is very fun, but luckily we have a lot of light on this ship, so if we get close to it, we should be able to light up the area enough to work in. Like that should be good. All right, we'll step out here. So we do have enough stuff for you know, just getting a starter base set up. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna angle this probably like that. And we're gonna do something very similar to what we have with the ice base. We're gonna set up a little drill looking thing. And we're not gonna set up the entire thing right now. This is just the start of it. So we'll go here, up 1, 2, like that. And we'll start coming over like this. We're basically just gonna like grab the area that we want to work in. Maybe like that. And of course, this is a much larger area than the ice, so it's possible that we'll make the drill thing a lot bigger. How many blocks does this have in between, by the way? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Do I want one more? Yeah, maybe we will. An odd number is a little bit easier because you have a center point where you can put something. All right, here's our little uranium patch now. We have this area kind of marked off, which is good because now what we can do is we can set up a drill here, which we don't have the stuff for right now, but it's essentially going to be the same sort of thing we had before. And in fact, it looks like this uranium might go down. How far does this uranium go? Can I tell? I guess I can't really tell. But what we'll do is we'll go into the middle here, and I think I'll build up from this side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 right there. We'll come out like that. And I'm going to build a little bit of extra support on these blocks here. All right, that's not that bad looking. So we'll pretty much have our drill going straight down like that, and it'll be pretty good. Okay. To make things a little secure, I decided to add the same thing on the other side, so it's gonna look like this. It's hard to see. Hopefully YouTube doesn't make it really dark as well, but yeah, so we're gonna have it like that, so it's a little bit more secure. And then probably what I'll do is I'll just bring the... Do I have my flashlight on? Yeah, I do. I'll probably bring the conveyor out to this side, which is where I'll have like the proper refinery set up and stuff, because we are planning on doing a proper refinery over here so they can actually refine some of the uranium for us. So over here, we're just doing base planning right now. We're not really doing the actual welding because we don't have all the stuff, but all right, I think that'll look pretty good. A little refinery right there. A couple of yield module places if we want them, and then we'll connect that to this, but not right now. We don't have the stuff required to do any of this yet. All we have left are probably a couple steel plates. Yep, and a little bit of uranium. So we're gonna fly back because we don't have anything required to do this stuff. But this is what the layout of the base is gonna look like over here. And once it's done, it'll be a nice little uranium processing outpost. It'll be nice. All right, let's start heading back to our little ice outpost over there. We're gonna set our sights and we're gonna go. We need to be careful because we're pretty heavy now, so we don't wanna go faster than we can handle. I'm gonna aim purposely off the side over there so that we don't, oh, actually, no, that's not where we want to go. We want to go over here. All right, here we are at our ice outpost. You can actually see it from a distance. It's pretty visible with that solar panel just kind of sticking out. But let's go ahead and land here. And actually, what does the ice outpost look like now that we have the little house thing? It's bigger for sure. We're coming in and at an angle, but yeah, the little house thing definitely adds quite a bit to it. And once it's welded up, it's gonna look, you know, white, which honestly might look a little bit closer to the asteroid. Now I got a comment of someone saying that might be easier to land if I instead of angle upward like I was, if I angle sideways kind of like this. So we're gonna give that a try. Just kind of angling in like that. And we'll see if that might be a little easier. We just have to be careful, make sure we're getting the right angles that we can see. Okay, I cannot actually see. Is this ready to be locked? Oh, there we go. Okay, we got there. Press number 8, and there we go. This is now locked. All right, so with that locked, that's gonna start pulling the silicon, I'm guessing. Yep, it's pulling the silicon. And then in addition to that, I wanna grab the uranium from here. By the way, did we use all that? I think we used all the ice, or we used at least half of it that we had stored in here. That's pretty good. That means we're processing ice quite a bit. Okay, with that silicon, we should now be able to grab all the stuff we need over here. So let's go ahead and right click all this stuff. There's 3, and we'll see if we can grab all that stuff from the base. We need to produce it first, of course. I'll try and grab a couple steel plates too if I can. So let's go bop, bop, bop. Build up a couple of those. What are you guys still missing? Silicon, nickel. Nickel? You're missing nickel? Where am I supposed to find nickel? Wait, wasn't there nickel on this asteroid? Ah, there we go. Okay, we do actually have nickel. There it is. So it's actually really close to our base as well. Our base is right up there, and it's just down here. So let's grab a little bit of this nickel, and that should help us out. I'm glad we don't have to go on another long journey for nickel. That makes life easy. Please process this nickel. All right, that should be all of the solar cells that we need. So let's get these other solar panels up and running. There we go. 1, 2, and number 3 right there. We'll get a couple of these steel plates up as well. I don't know if we'll have all of them. Oh, almost. So close. And then over here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these blue as well. Make these a nice blue color. That's kind of a purpley blue, but I'm here for it, I think. Couple more steel plates, and we should be able to get this thing up and running. There we go. A fully built up solar panel. And in fact, you know what? I might make this a little bit of a white color. Because I think it'll look a little better with that blue. Okay, that looks... Wait, am I here for it, though? Hang on. Ooh, that's actually not that bad. Let me make this white as well. Yeah, that's not that bad. I kind of like that. Maybe that'll be our solar panel right there. And how much power are we getting, by the way? If I go to our battery, I want to see... You're a little bit recharged. Fully depleted in 8 hours. I'm guessing he's recharging the base battery, or it's because we have the refinery and the assembler running at the same time, which takes up a lot of power. But that's pretty good. We could also get a hydrogen engine in here. I don't know how much ice is down here. I guess the best way to find out would be to right-click mine next to it down here. Oh. Okay, I wasn't actually going down, apparently. I was just following the ice, and it looks like the ice is actually not a very big patch of ice here. So we're building our base on a place that's not quite a lot of ice. Okay, so we pretty much know the depth of this ice then. It kind of just goes right under here. It's not really that thick. It's about down to there, which is fine. I guess this can turn into a rock mining thing afterwards. It kind of makes me second guess building this thing though. It makes me want to undo this or maybe just keep it like this and not just not weld anything up. And then build this instead at the other place, the uranium place. Well, maybe it's not that bad. Even when we're out of ice, there's still gonna be the nickel over there, and it's still a good centralized location between our silicon uranium and our iron silver over there. So it's still a pretty decent location to keep. We'll just have to travel a little distance to get to the uranium stuff, and we'll have a second outpost over there. So it'll be fine. We'll keep going with what we've got here, and yeah, it'll be good. Okay, that's all the ground floor done. So all those little steel plate bits right there. We have a bunch of silicon now, so we should be able to get these bits right here done. We'll right click all these and we'll go and put them in our build planner. It's gonna have to build us a bunch of this stuff here, but that's fine. Are we out of iron? I think we might finally have run out of iron. All right, iron, where are you? Over here? Yeah. Okay, let's go to the iron, about 9 kilometers away. We'll get ourselves up to about 100 meters per second. I have anything on the inventory, by the way? I do have a lot of ice. I don't need this much ice. I probably could have dropped some off at the base. Yeah, we have a lot. Oh my gosh, we have way too much ice. Why do I have this much ice again? Oh, look at all that beautiful iron. Okay, we're gonna go for this iron this time because it's a little bit closer, and I don't want to go in between all the rock stuff over there. And it's light, and we like light. Okay, let's go for the iron. We're gonna get a little closer. I see the silver there too, but we can't do silver without a proper refinery, so I'm not going to worry about it right now. All right, iron. We'll get as much of this as we can, but our inventories are pretty full of ice, so we're going to have to... we're not going to be able to get as much as we would have wanted, but it'll be fine. All right, let's see how we're doing on the iron front. We've got a full thing almost over here with the drill. Our medium cargo container is full as well. How is our small cargo containers are filling up. What about our other drill? Oh no, we don't have another drill. We only have the one drill. I think we're pretty full, actually. I don't think we can carry much more. Yeah, I really need to get rid of a lot of this ice because we're only able to carry back like 27K plus 6K, so 33K, plus another couple Ks here and there. So yeah, I need to get rid of some of the ice. We're too full on ice, but this iron's gonna go a pretty long way for us, so it's not that bad. Where is our ice thing? Down here? Perfect. Okay, let's start heading back. All right, we're back to the base. Let's go ahead and get this thing landed, and we probably should add some lights to this thing because I'm noticing it's very, very dark. And maybe that's good for hiding against the Reapers, but it's not good for me being able to find my own base. Put this here. Get a couple of angles here so we can see where we're going. Forward, and we should have a lock there. Press number 8, and we're in. Nice. All right, we're back. So let's I want to hop into here, check out the stuff on my ship. So let's grab ice, and all this stuff I want to try and bring over into here. I don't think all of it will fit. Yeah, so the stuff in the connector, for instance, didn't fit, but at least some of the stuff that's in the cockpit and that sort of thing can fit. How's this guy doing on power? Is it still, oh no, fully depleted in 2 hours. So when we're recharging this thing and using the refinery and using the assembler, it's going to get fully depleted. And it looks like these are going to start not being fully operational either because the sun's starting to go down on that side over there. You know, I think maybe it's a good idea to get a hydrogen engine set up real quick because we are losing our solar power here and we have way too much ice on the base. We need to start using some of it up. So let's get that set up if we can. What are you going to require? A lot of stuff. We got the power cells though, so that's probably one of the harder things to do. Okay, that should be all of them, I think. Yep, there we go. We now have a hydrogen engine and it's starting its work here. So that's good. It's got a full tank. And I think it's probably taken from this guy. Yep, it took a little bit from there. How's our O2H2 generator doing? Is still processing ice, which is good because we have way too much ice. And you should now be fully recharged in 1 hour. Okay, that's good. So it's starting to, yeah, this is good. We needed that because otherwise we're going to run out of power from that thing. Okay, this should be all the girders for these. So let's get them built up. There's 1, 2, and 3. Okay, we now have our windows, which you can see now is actually a really good view. And then this stuff here, I got the displays. Hardly got anything for this stuff. Okay, I'm finally able to get most of this ice out of the ship. Yeah, I think we got all the ice out of the ship except for the stuff in the O2H2 generator, meaning that ship is a lot lighter now. It can carry home a lot more iron or whatever it's trying to carry. As far as this goes, I'm starting to weld up some of this stuff, and we're getting some of it welded. A couple things. Check it out. We've got a couch. Nice. We can watch the TV under construction. Here is our entertainment system. Nice. Whoa, that Super Gremlin's actually getting really close to us. 3.8, 3.49, 3.5. That's, yeah. It's a little close. It doesn't look like it's coming any closer, but wow. It's quite close. We have pretty much everything done in here. There's only this thing, which I don't think we're going to be able to build up right now because we don't have cobalt or silver. I mean, we could go get silver, but we can't refine it with what we have here. Can at least get most of it built up though. But anyway, I guess it's about time I give you guys a tour of what we have set up in here so far. So we have wood flooring, as you can see right there. Going inside, we have this little airlock, which doesn't stay closed because I don't have a script on right now, but it is a little airlock. So you go inside, and to the right, you have your med bay, which is under construction. And you also have 2 beds, which you can, you know, 2 people can sleep in. And you have a nice little coffee area with a little bit of storage over there. So very nice stuff over here. It's got 3 mugs and 2 beds, so I don't know how that's going to work out. But anyways, we have a little entertainment section over here where you can watch TV. Over here, we have a little desk area where you can see the nice little bit of nature, as well as pick out a book so that you can read and do some work on the desk right here. You can also watch TV from here if you're feeling a little bit spicy. Over here, and I actually didn't finish these quite yet, but we have the little lookout area as well as the dining area where you can eat right there. We have a kitchen over on this side, as well as a little bit of a window, a tiny little nook here where you can store a couple weapons and your suit and that sort of thing. And then in here we have our little bathroom, which has a shower right there and the toilet right over here. So it's a fully featured bathroom, as well as a little sink right there, just in case. In fact, is that a second sink? Do we have 2 sinks? I think we have 2 sinks, but anyway, yeah, that is what we've got inside this room. It's a pretty nice little, oh, well, we need a gravity generator, but it's a pretty nice little setup, I think. It's pretty good. We actually need to put, to weld these up as well. But anyway, yeah, there it is. There's our little apartment in space, a little space apartment. From here, it would be really nice to get this thing actually pressurized, and it's almost there. The only thing it's missing is going to be this big thing right here, where we're going to need to get those medical components and those metal grids as well. Once we have that, we can fully pressurize this if we want to, with the ice stuff that we have on the base. Speaking of ice stuff, I want to go check out what that stuff is looking like, because we did have a bit of an ice problem where we had too much ice, but we got this hydrogen engine here, and that started using up a little bit more of it. So it's looking like we have some ice in there still, but it's not full, so that's good. We also have a bunch of ice in the connector, a bunch in the O2H2 generator. I'll go ahead and fill that up because why not? And then a bunch in the ship's O2H2 generator. But other than that, we don't have too much. Looking over here, it's looking like our battery is not really charging a lot. It's still fully recharged in 1 hour. I'll have to take its word for it because it doesn't look like it's charging really. How about this one over here? Our Warfare batteries are about half charged, it looks like, because they store 1 megawatt and we have almost 500 kilowatt hours. So yeah, almost half. I think the next thing we're going to do is we're going to work on getting a couple lights set up in this area. So maybe a A corner light here and a corner light there. There we go. That's automatically going to give us a little bit of lighting on the base, which is nice. I think we're probably going to stick a nice bit of light up here using maybe our truss blocks. So I'll go up with a truss, and then we'll go ahead and throw a truss light up here as well. So weld that up, and we'll try and weld the truss up as well, but I don't think we'll be able to. There we go. Nice little bit of light up there. Okay, let's see if this works. We have a nice little blinking red light now, which I think looks kind of cool. It just blinks red every now and then. Kind of like a little warning thing. In fact, maybe I should make it blink a little longer on red. All right, a couple of inset lights over here I think are gonna look pretty good, and we don't have enough for this one, so I need to grab enough, a little more stuff from the base. And there we go. All right, let's increase that radius just a little bit. All right, there we go. Without a flashlight or anything, this is what the base looks like now. It's a little bit like better lit. The only problem is that the light doesn't bounce off the steel plate stuff very well, so it looks a little bit weird. But once we weld up a little bit of the stuff, it might look a little bit better over here. Now, I think the next thing that we want to do is probably want to get this thing set up, as well as get a gravity generator on this base, as well as set up the uranium thing. But I think we're probably going to do that in next episode. What we're going to do in this episode is we're going to go ahead and take off this ship and bring it back to the main base over there. Because it'd be a lot easier to get a gravity generator set up and get this welded up and get the stuff for that base if we were able to go back to the base and grab another load of materials, bringing it back via the Espresso's Pride here. So I think that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna grab this ship and we're gonna take it off, landing back at our base. But it's becoming nighttime over there, so I think, or no, is it becoming daytime? No, actually I think it's becoming daytime over there. Oh yeah, it's definitely becoming daytime because the sun comes around this side. So we're actually pretty good to head out now, I think, without worrying too much about the sunrise. So let's make sure we know what we want to grab. So we want to grab the stuff for this, so just medical components and metal grids. We want to grab the stuff for a gravity generator, so we can have one for this base, maybe a second one for that base over there. And we want to grab anything else we'll need on that base. So probably another set of solar panels, probably maybe another survival kit even, I don't know. Or maybe on this base, we'll just dismantle this survival kit since we'll have a med bay over here anyway. I don't know, but let's head out because we're gonna, let's make our promise right by going back to the planet by the end of this episode. So let's go ahead and set off with 96% hydrogen and a lot of power. We should be good. Let's go into first person and we'll head on back there. The other thing we can do is at this base, we can actually set up the laser antenna so we can look back at the base we just built up. And in fact, we might want another laser antenna at the uranium base too. I don't know. Well, let's get a decent speed here and we'll start heading back toward the thing over here. Maybe I should have put a parachute on this thing. Probably don't need it. It should be fine. It's not that high of gravity over here. Let's turn off our dampeners and let ourselves kind of drift over to the base here. It's a cool look. Oh, yep, we're starting to see all the stuff from our main base here. We're seeing the parallax stuff, Frontier Outpost, other thing over there. Oh, there we go. We got the P gravity, and we also have the horizon indicator right there. So we know that we are entering the gravity here. I'll slow down a little bit here. Not that much, because it doesn't bother me that we're going that fast. Was that oh, that's the PAM base. Okay, nice. Start slowing down a little bit more. I don't really want to be going much faster than 200 here as we're getting a little closer to the base. We've only used about 9% of our hydrogen getting here, so that's pretty impressive. Oh, I left the hydrogen engine on at the outpost that we were just setting up. That's not good. Probably won't be that bad, but if we run out of ice up there, then that would be why. This is your captain speaking. We are making our final approach to the main base on Europa. Please fasten your seatbelts. It's going to be a bumpy ride. Hopefully not. Let's turn our dampeners on a little bit more here. Slow us down. And it's actually kind of nice coming into this planet. It's not like coming into Earth or even Pertam. I don't think I've ever actually come from space and landed on Pertam. But I've definitely done it on Earth, and it's a little bit harrowing. Because if you go too fast, you're definitely going to crash into everything. But here, it's not that bad. The gravity's not that high. We can slow down. We have hydrogen engines after all. And here we are. We see that's the AMG Sandstorm there. A couple of you guys have recommended that we change it to the AMG Snowstorm once we do some renovations on it, which actually I kind of like that idea. Maybe by the end of this series, we'll have the AMG Snowstorm ready to take flight again. All right, we are back to our main base. Oh, it feels so good. We see the barista down there. We've got the, what else do we have down there? We have the decaffeinator Mark II, or no, the recaffeinator Mark I, right? And then we have the, oh, I forgot what we called that one, the grinding ship. Was it the coffee grinder? I called it the coffee grinder. But let's go ahead and land on in this area over here where we had built this thing. Okay, we should be good for landing. I'm just having a lot of trouble doing backwards controls right now, but hopefully this will fit in here. I think it will. We'll get a little bit closer to the top here. And yeah, it looks like it will fit here. We just gotta go up, maybe even forward a little bit. Nope, not forward. There we go. There's the connection. Let's go ahead and press number 8, and we are back, everybody. We're back to the main base. There's the ship. I actually really like how it sits there. And in fact, I bet you if we had the barista in here, we could even park the barista under it, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, welcome back, everybody, to Europa. The sun is coming up on a brand new day. So there's one thing I want to check up there. I want to check that our laser antenna here can actually reach the laser antenna over there. Although before we do, I've been seeing this over here doing some weird stuff. What is going on with you? That's not normal. Let's go ahead and turn off the lock here. Okay, there we go. We've solved that, but yeah, okay, well, that was probably not a great idea to put subgrids on this thing. But anyway, let's go ahead and go over here and yeah, I want to build this thing up. The problem over here that we had was that we were out of superconductors. Let me see if I can grab the rest of the stuff here other than the superconductors. For the superconductors, what we can do is potentially, maybe we'll find them on that base, on that, on the AMG Sandstorm. There we go. So we're only missing the superconductors. Let's go down here and see if we happen to have any superconductors on here. I don't think we will, because we probably took them all. Yeah, we don't have any on here. We could potentially harvest some. That's not really a bad idea, is it? Harvest some from here. It's got 800.
Inventory full.
There we go. I've just grabbed a couple of them. Let's see how many we grabbed and if we're able to build up the laser antenna from just these. There we go. That's 83, so we'll grab a couple more. Coming out here up to the laser antenna, and yes, it looks like that is enough. Anything extra, I think I'm going to put right back into that thing, because we're going to want to build it up later. So we've actually made negative progress on the AMG Sandstorm, haven't we? Just literally destroying something rather than building it up. But we now have this laser antenna here, which is already locking onto that. Did it just automatically lock there? Let's go check out our laser antenna and see if it's just immediately found that that connection. Here's our laser antenna. It looks like it's idle, and it did actually connect there. So that's kind of nice. I don't know why this isn't populating with the one that we have, though. Well, anyway, that thing should be connected now, which means I should be able to remote access that grid, which is probably going to be... Or can I not remote access it? Maybe. Do I have to be sitting in a chair for it to work? Let me build a little connection chair to see if that works. All right, there's my little test connection chair. Let's sit in there and see if I can actually connect it from there. It would be the farthest grid away, which I'm not really seeing. What's my laser antenna doing? Connected to laser antenna. Okay, so now how do I remote access onto that thing? All right, it occurs to me I don't actually know how to use the laser antenna. It says it's connected, but I can't actually remote access onto any of my stuff. Or maybe do I need a remote control to be able to remote access it? Because I thought I'd still be able to actually connect to the grid, right? I don't know, but we did get a connection. That's good. So we know that it is connected. We don't really know how to use it, but we know it's connected, which is a good start. This episode, I think I'm going to end right here because for me, it's been a pretty long one. I don't know how it's going to turn out in editing. We did a couple of things in space. As like getting that room set up and stuff like that. Next episode, we're gonna fly right back up to space, and we're gonna get that uranium outpost set up a little bit more. So we're gonna bring stuff with us. Probably, where's the uranium? Oh, I guess it's over there somewhere. Probably there-ish. But we're probably gonna set up a proper drill for the uranium. We're gonna set up a refinery. We're gonna set up another laser antenna so we can lock back to here if we want it to. And what else do we need? Just the other stuff from the iSpace, like the med bay and that sort of thing. But anyways, if you guys like that episode, please hit the like button, put your comments and your suggestions down below in the comment section, and I will see you all in the next episode of Space Engineers Survival.